Hi everybody and welcome to the channel. It's your old mate Beatle Dave. Today we're going to be doing part 5 of the Beatles on compact disc mini-series. But just before we start, I've got some news for you. Real exciting news actually. As most of you know, I've been doing this channel for nearly 5 years now. You know, I really enjoy doing my videos. I enjoy, the interaction with comments, reading people's comments, answering the comments. I've made some really great friends over the years due to this thing that we're doing now, YouTube. Now this morning, as I usually do on a Sunday if I'm not at work, I go onto YouTube and I look at like how the videos and stuff have been viewed over the past week or so. And today I really did get a shock, and I mean a shock in a good way. This little channel is not so little anymore. We have just had over 1 million views. 1 million views for all of the videos that are on this channel. That doesn't mean 1 million views for one video. It means for the whole of the videos that are out there, we've now had more than 1 million views, which is quite an achievement, really. Into I'm a bit overwhelmed, and I don't really know what else to say. So thank you to everybody that has been watching the videos, leaving comments and leaving likes over the years. It's made me very humble in one way. 1 million views, and also there is now, I think with this video, 691 videos on the channel. That includes shorts as well. So I've got a few days off work and I'm going to try, I don't know if this is going to work out or not, but before I go back to work, or it might be a few weeks after I go back to work, I'm going to try and make it so that we've got 700 videos. It'll be a lot of work and you're probably going to be fed up of seeing my face. But so that's the news out of the way. So I hope you all enjoyed that little bit of news. So what we're looking at today, we are looking at the Beatles on compact disc HMV box set. This is part 5 and we've got up to Let It Be. The more I'm looking at these and getting into them, the more I can appreciate them. The catalogue number on this, by the way, is BEACD 25/8. And there is some sort of number on the back there, which I cannot see at the moment. This is a nice, actually, sturdy box. Well, they all are, aren't they? So, this was technically the last one in the series from 1987. Right there. But then in 1988, they did do box sets for Past Masters 1 and Past Masters 2. And then I think in 1993, they did a box set for, well, 2 box sets for 62 to 66 and 67 to 70. And I haven't got those yet. All right, so as always, this is a numbered limited edition. And the number on this one is 007881. So it's 7,881. That is the number there. Can see it again. Really nice put together box set. The Beatles on compact disc, Let It Be, HMV, the world's best music store, and limited edition box set. So let's see what we're getting this then, shall we, folks? Right, so we get a little pamphlet or a little booklet. Nice photo of the Beatles there. And the Get Back stroke Let It Be sessions. One of John and Yoko in the control room or the mixing desk. So you get a brief overview of the album and the recording sessions that seemed to go on for ever, didn't they? But if you think about it, it was a month, wasn't it? Recording sessions for the Get Back stroke Let It Be project. It's just, it didn't come out till over a year after they'd been recorded. A nice looking George there on his guitar, with John in the background drinking a cup of tea by the looks of it, John is. So what's your thoughts on Let It Be? Do you think it's a good album? Do you think it's a rubbish album? Do you think it's a very average album? Do you think it could have been better? Do you think it could have been worse? This is one that always, I think, the fans, if you get 10 fans, 10 Beatles fans all around a table, they'd all have a different take on this rooftop concert there. Personally, my thoughts on it is, if it would have been released when it should have been released, i.e. early 1969, I think this album would probably be held in higher esteem than it is now, because it was made out to be the last Beatles album, although the last Beatles album recorded was Abbey Road, but Let It Be came out after it, didn't it? So it seemed like a bit of a backward step, where really it wasn't, was it? Then we get the Let It Be CD. Again, still no word of Apple on any of these. Parlophone. Shiny disc. Now on this disc, it doesn't actually say where it was made. Usually it will say stereo and then a number, and then it will usually say on one of those there, made in the UK or made in England or made in Holland or made in Japan or something like that. This disc is virtually mint, as are all the other ones that we've looked at, because the chap that I bought these off really looked after his CDs and his LPs. What do we get in here? Does this come out? Is it going to come out? So there you get like your really nice pamphlet. Again, it's a very minimal inlay, isn't it? I think there's some fantastic songs on this. I like two others. I love Across the Universe. I Me Mine, I think, is a very underrated song by George. Let It Be is a classic McCartney ballad, isn't it? I've Got a Feeling's okay. One After 909's okay. For You Blue is okay. Love Get Back. The song I don't like, or it's not I don't like, let's put it in a different way. The song that I like the least probably on this album is The Long and Winding Road. And in all fairness, it doesn't matter if it's on this album or Let It Be Naked or whatever album I hear that on. I just don't particularly like. I don't not like it, if that makes sense. I don't hate it. I just think the Beatles sound like a cabaret act on it, if that makes sense. You get the all-important card, and you get a lovely Beatles Let It Be HMV badge. So that's all the contents of this Let It Be box set. I know people that just after this came out in about 1990 would go and they'd get this box set and then they'd take the CD out, they'd put that back in it, and then they'd put LP in it and then try and sell it as an original Let It Be box set. Don't work like that, does it, folks? As always, when I bought these, I got them for good price. You know, the chap who sold them me did give me a bit of a discount. I think this was one of the ones that would have been £13.99, around that sort of money when it came out. On certain internet selling sites, if you can find them, these are getting quite scarce now. This is usually around the £35-50 mark. There was a sealed one, and I think they wanted 450 quid for it. Now, whether it was really sealed or they've resealed it, I don't know. But yeah, they are a timepiece in one way. You know, the CDs and the packaging, everything is quite basic to what we've got coming nowadays. You know, all the elaborate CD box sets and mono box sets and vinyl box sets and all that lot that have come out in the past 5 years or so. But at the time, these were classed as deluxe box sets. As I've said before, the only downside from a Beatles collector's point of view is you don't get any new tracks on those like you do on the box sets now. But yeah, so far I'm really enjoying my little delve into these the Beatles on compact disc HMV box sets. So that is the original ones that I got originally, the 5. That is them done now, but I've still got 3 more to do. I've got a Sergeant Pepper one, and I've got the black box, which is the first one, which is quite hard to get, which is Please Please Me, With the Beatles, Hard Day's Night, and Beatles for Sale. And then I've got the red box, which is Help, Rubber Soul and Revolver. So I will be doing those, but they might not be the next videos that you see. Please stay tuned, by the way. If you've got any comments on this box set or any other of these HMV compact disc Beatles box sets, please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what you think of them. Excuse me, that's hay fever. I have ordered something that should be here in the week, and it is something really interesting. It's a lot of albums though, so I don't know whether I'm going to do them individually or just one great big video. I will be doing an unboxing no matter what. It's something I've been after for a while, and I did actually get this before ordering the Beatles mono box set, which was released, or the announcement came out the other day, and I've managed to get that, by the way. I've had the confirmation and everything, but obviously it doesn't come out till July. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Whatever you're doing, please stay safe. And just once again, you can all have a massive Beatle Dave's twist and shout out. This is to everybody who's ever watched one of my videos, who's ever left me a comment. You know, you all mean the world to me, and I love you all. And I'm just so happy to still be here making videos. So until the next time, it's Beatle Dave wishing you all peace, love and happiness. And remember, Beatle Dave loves you, each and every one of you. I love you all. So until next time, it's bye-bye, folks. Cheers. Thank you.